welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a bullet journal flip through. If you do not know what a bullet journal is, basically you're creating your own planner in an artsy way or in just a way that inspires you, and it's kind of like an art activity, but it's also kind of supposed to be useful. So I started my bullet journal in April. Generally you start at the new year, but I had heard of it at the new year, but I was never really inspired to start one until this April. So this is my bullet journal. You can get any journal. I like the dotted ones. I think it makes it easier to do lines and a whole bunch of stuff. I started it off in April for bullet journaling for my first time, so most of the pages aren't very good, but as I get on, I said they get better and I'm happier with. I'm not completely happy with any of them yet, but I'm getting there. So I'm just going to show you what I have in here so far. So here is my bullet journal, and I'm going to open off to the key. This one is a little weird. I don't know why I did those little things in the corners. Anyway, so an open circle is a to-do, a closed circle is a completed, a dash is a note, a star is important, a crossed out is a canceled, a square is a school task, like a homework assignment, and then a filled-in square is a completed school task. Then, so this next page just has a whole bunch of personal information just in case I lost my bullet journal, and you guys do not need to see that. So I'm moving on. So here I have my 2022 in review. I just did all the little calendars. This took me forever. It's pretty messy, but still I kind of like it. This year's goals. Then I have my April 2022. Basically, I fill in a little little square each day, and then I just write down my things. I have notes and goals for the month specifically. Then I go on to my mood tracker. So in my mood tracker, there's this little circle, and I fill in each day how my day went. As you can tell, these days have been amazing so far. Always in the happy zone. So I've been pretty happy this past month. Now my habit tracker, so I fill in these are my 4 habits I chose for the month, and I try to do them every day. And surprisingly, my bullet journal has helped me stay motivated in these things, which I mostly didn't do before. So I'm happy with this. Wake up before 8. I know that might seem silly, but I struggle with this. I am a night person for sure. Eat breakfast also kind of seems silly, but it's important to eat a good nutritious breakfast in the morning. Then make bed. That I've been doing pretty good with that. I think I've done it every day. Oh, not there. And then brush teeth and brush teeth and wash the face at night. I've done every day. I'm very consistent on that. Next, I have my sleep tracker. So this is really messy here, but I like the rest. I track how much sleep I got, when I went to bed, when I woke up, and my watch is pretty handy with that because it tracks when I wake up and go to bed, so I can just check my app and it'll show me. So basically, yeah, I have that. Then moving on, these all are going to be blurred out because I don't want you to see everything I'm doing in a day. That's kind of weird. Basically, these are weekly spreads. I write down everything that I'm doing in a specific day. These were all pretty ugly. I wasn't very happy with any of these. Other than this one, I like this one. You won't be able to see much of it, but I think it's more simple and pretty. Then moving on, I am grateful for. That also you don't need to see. You can see it, it's fine, but you know. Anyway, then my April highlights, which I have yet to fill out completely, but I have the spring musical, which we did at the very beginning of April for our school, and then a horse show. That was the only picture I had. I mean, it's pretty weird, but still. Okay, moving on. So my playlist. Yeah, my playlist. Wow. Okay, so my music taste just normally happens every month, but has changed drastically. And I'm pretty sure We Don't Talk About Bruno is somewhere on that playlist, and I am not embarrassed to say it, but some other songs I am embarrassed to say it, so I'm gonna not let you see that. And then my ideal routines so my school day routines, my satellite day routines, my Saturday routines, and my Sunday routines. And then next, we have May. We have made it past 1 month, and we are in this beautiful month of May, which theme is bees. This cover page is okay. I'm not super happy with it, but that's fine. We'll leave it. Flipping into my monthly spread. Beautiful. I like this one a lot. I think it's nice, cool, wonderful. Last day of school, April 13th. Let's go. All right, moving on. Habits. So these are my habits. So I have wake up before 8 again, make bed, vitamins, brush teeth, and skincare. I basically just fill in a little honeycomb every day I complete the task, and there's 31 in each. Next, I have my mood tracker, and it's the same thing as last time. I fill in my mood for each day on the little bees. This took me forever. Anyway, next is my sleep tracker. So it looks the same thing as last, except I think I say to go to bed later and wake up later. So I changed it a little bit. But it's still 10 hours and 30 minutes of sleep every night if I do my goal, which I probably won't, but we'll see. So then I have my playlist. So same thing as last time, it's just in a different format. Then I have my fitness tracker to help keep track of when I worked out. Then I have I'm grateful for. And notice I spelled grateful wrong. I think I did it in the other one too, and I feel so silly for doing that. Anyway, my May highlights, I just put in a picture or some words for each time. I'll probably put in a picture because I like putting in pictures. Then my weekly spreads. I like my weekly spreads a lot. I don't know why, but for these, I love them so much. I think they're really cool looking. And I started putting dates, as you could see, and then I realized the first is not a Monday. The first is a Sunday, and I started on Monday. I don't know why, so I just scratched those all out. Next, I have the next one. It just has bees. It's a little different. This one's pretty much the same as the first one, and this one's pretty much the same as the second one. And then I have a water tracker to wrap that up. I'll do a little line for each day that I drink water. Most of mine, I'm pretty sure, are going to be right here because I am horrible at drinking water. This is my goal. That's where I'm at. So I need to work on that. Anyway, going to June. We're already made it through 2 months. June is my favorite theme so far. It's green and doodly. This page is slightly weird. Welcome Summer. I don't know what that's about, but I like this page a lot. I think it's really cool looking. Then I'm moving on to my weekly spreads. Here I have my little calendar doohickey, and then my weekly spreads. And I have kiwis for this page. And basically, I just drew a whole bunch of kiwis. This took me forever. And then I just have another one. We're just continuing on through the days. This took me so stinking long, and I'm so glad it's over. And that's all I have for June. By the way, if you guys wanted to start a bullet journal yourself, I highly, highly, highly encourage it. And girls, I know you guys are probably going to be the most likely to, but guys, this is for you too. This is super helpful. I find it inspiring. It helps track my habits. It helps with tons of stuff like that. And I think that it's an amazing thing to do every night. And I find it very helpful for me. You can add inspirational quote, favorite Bible verses, different trackers. Something I used a lot when I was starting my bullet journal was Pinterest. Pinterest definitely helped inspire me. I looked up tons of different things, and I still do, on how to start a bullet journal, necessary art supplies for starting a bullet journal, and all of that jazz. And if you do start a bullet journal, please email it to me at ytelaham@gmail.com, and your picture of your bullet journal might be featured in my next video. I know no one's gonna ever do that because whenever I say things like this, people are like, no thanks. Anyway, I'm just gonna put it out there just in case you would like to send me your bullet journal pictures. I love bullet journaling. You should too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye! So, real fast, I just want to show you the main art supplies I use. I know this is not aesthetic, but these are the art supplies I use on a really regular basis. First, I would recommend highlighters. I use these highlighters daily. Gel, I would not recommend. I only have gel, which is annoying. But the thing with gel is that gel rubs off on other pages, and that's not pretty, but that's what I have, so that's what I use. Then Posca paint markers. These things can get expensive. I think I bought all of these for $72. These are so expensive. I spent all of my Christmas money on them like 2 years ago. But they have yet to fail me. These things are amazing. Next, I just have some regular Crayola markers. Plain. I use these for calligraphy and random things. Glue sticks. Here I have some fine liner pens. I don't know what brand they are, but some sort of Chinese brand. And then I have calligraphy pens. Here I have brush pens and fine liners. They're both. And then microns. I love microns. I use these so much. They never run out, except they do. But when you can get a lot of use out of them. I would highly recommend a ruler. Also, Tombow brush pens, my love. They are so amazing. These are not actually mine. They're my sister's because I can't afford them because they're super expensive as well. But my sister lets me use them occasionally, so that's nice of her. I use these for the Kiwis. And then I have some colored pencils in here. Highly recommend. Prismacolors, colored pencils, I highly recommend as well. And these are illustration markers. I rarely use them because they bleed through the page a lot. But if you have like Copic markers or other illustration markers, that would be great for bullet journaling. And then a pair of scissors and other washi tapes, which I don't really have any. These I got for a Dollar Tree, just for a certain thing I do. But obviously I'm not going to be using these for the print because those are kind of ugly. I also use flares. I don't know where my other ones are right now. But basically any sort of pen and pencils and just colorful things you can get are amazing for bullet journaling.